with blessing. Don't come to stress him, but come to bless him. Sometimes people are, I can't think of no more man problem. God don't look for problem people. Because he's a solver, a problem solver. He look for people who have a desire. And when he see the desire of you, then he move upon what he know you in need of. I used something interesting today on the radio station. And the word that I used today, it was very important. It said, now, faith is the substance of things over. And I said, the evidence not seen. So, the first paragraph of it is show that he gives you something. Can I say it again? Whenever you get substance, that means you got value. Have you ever faced the wilderness experience and you go thirsty? You wish you could, you're driving on the highway going to a long distance and you haven't come in contact with a store but you're thirsty, or you want to use the restroom and you don't get the opportunity and you don't know what to do, you try to pull over and do all of that? I don't know if none of you have been in the wilderness experience. I don't know if any one of you have been driving to New York and you need to use the restroom at the same time you're thirsty. And I'm talking about the spiritual part of God's kingdom now. When you are in connection, your body will not break down, but it will build up to elevate somebody else. Because the motivation that I carry is to motivate somebody else's spirit. Now when they come in contact with the substance of what God labeled me with, it makes you know if you just put connection to God, as I put connection within Him, then you can do things that the enemy said that you couldn't do. Time to believe. Can I say it again? Tonight about your timeless message, it's a time to believe. We've been living too long and not believing God for who He is. Oh God Almighty. I preach a sermon on the radio and I'm telling you, Belvedere, Bahamas, people have been calling me from all over. They didn't call me on the airway because they said they don't want nobody to hear their business, but they called me off the air. Come on. Because when somebody are in need of something and hearing truth, they have no other opportunity but to step into what you're giving. And because they find out that I'm teaching them about the substance of God, because before the foundation, God already set the plan. That means all you got to do is to do what? Step in. And when you step in with your plan, what God is giving you, to the connection of the earth, with the value that He labeled you with, the value is your substance. If I use my substance according to what God built me up with, I ain't got to go look for nobody to help me because I got what it takes for them to be connected with me. So when you have what it takes, people look to be connected, look to be a shoulder walker with you. Look to be more in depth with you. Why? Because when somebody badly in need, they're going to do everything to get close. And that's when you know the God value of substance is in connection with the man who he walking with. A substance is like a light switch that turn on. But you already turn on once you take on God. Amen. Come on, talk to me. Amen. You see, when you can speak the word, because you already live the word. And the Bible says, faith now. No, no faith is, thank you. No faith is what? And evidence. Whatever it is in the person, you got evidence. Because without evidence, you can't win the case. So when you got the evidence with him. The only way you can speak God and show the sign of God is when you're walking with God. It's the touching the Bible and walking in truth will allow us to see the value of what is in you. Oh God, let me be myself a minute. But let's not just stop there. And let's look at verse 2. For by it the elder obtained a what? That means if you see an elder got something, who have gone through some valuable experience and come out as pure gold, standing in front of you with a good report, teaching you from the report that he has obtained from God. Holy Ghost, I believe you did not catch somebody not catching it yet. Because the only way you can identify it is when you know what you know, that you know what you know. That when you sit there, no other options but to step into it and be connected, because of where it's coming from.
My God.
Somebody look at my phone for me, please. Man, the people calling me to come because they're supposed to be coming to this church. Hello, somebody. But the sweetest part of this word is the elders. Who is the elder? What does elder mean? What's the definition of the elder? Let me break it down now. I love to teach. It's somebody who put time. It's somebody who put time into what they believe. And then you become all into it. You see, when you put interest in what you believe, more you put, the more you come married to it, and the more you come, because it's an old word. And that's why the Bible said the elder obtained a good report. Because after you get married to it, you have been processed through it. Before you can get married, you have to go through a process. Amen. Now when you go through the process and you come to look like, because you become the same reflection as Jesus Christ. Amen. That's why the Bible said the elder obtained. So people say, you don't look like 52 because now the word become me. Let me stop going too deep now. You might get carried away. Oh God. Look at Psalms 33 and 6. Before we jump to while somebody going there, let me give you one more revelation. It said, by faith we understand that the worlds were formed by the word of, so that the things which are seen were not made of the things which are. My Bible would say a different one. So, some things that you see is not created by God. Some things that we're looking at today, it's not God did it. It's man created. And when man creates something for you, you got to pay. And that's why so much of the child of God are going through so much because they chase the things of man. And when persecution comes, they go back to God with tears and wonder. But if we truly take time out, look at somebody and say, you need to take time out. Look at somebody and say, you need to take some time out to go into the Word. Because if we don't take time out, we're going to lose the battle. Jesus rests. After all the work, he rested. Why do he rest? Because he got to take time out to be prepared to use a different strategy to Karemando. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Psalms 33 and 6. Read. Psalms 33 and 6.
By the word of the Lord were the heavens made.
By the what?
The word of the Lord
Uh-huh.
were the heavens made, and all the host of them by the breath of his mouth.
Come on now. So, you see, when you are connected to what God wants you to see, when the word has already formed, can I say it again? By the Spirit. That's where we need to be. If we take on what natural things make, it will cost more in our life. Because when you walk to the storefront and you look at the design stuff, it costs money. But if you take on the spiritual things, God will lead you to a place that you get things without putting out a dollar. That's why sometimes God go to the car dealer and pick the car that you love. Stop stressing your mind, but pick it. Because if you pick it in believing, I've been open for you. It may cost you, but in the long run you ain't got to pay. Did you catch that? Do you know sometimes you ain't got to go, when you pick up something, you think it's coming out of your pocket, when God already has somebody to pay for it. It may start off look like you're going into problem. But if you trust God enough, and that's a love it becomes a now faith, carrying evidence. And what is that evidence to prove to you? Because when you trust in Him and you spend time with Him, you're going to get to look like
Come on now.
See, you can't live a natural life and expect to get spiritual blessing. Can I say it again? That's why many times we lose the fight with the war that we are in. Because we are connected to the natural things than to the spirit. Go to Romans 8:24 quick. Somebody. I jumped too fast, but let us go back there quickly. So let me show